Thank you, ma'am. Honorable Minister for External Affairs of India, Shri S. Jaishankarji, Honorable members of the United Nations Security Council, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm good morning to all of you. At the outset, I would like to extend my gratitude to Madam Ruchira Kamboj, Permanent Representative of India to the United Nations, for inviting me over to be a part of this in memoriam. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nidhi Chafikar. I was an air hostess with Jet Airways. I loved my job as flying crew as it made me feel limitless in skies, until one such day changed my life forever. I lost my job, my passion, as I was injured in a bomb blast, and I am currently unemployed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm one of the victims of the terrorism and a survivor of the deadliest terror attack which took place in the history of Belgium on March 22, 2016 at Brussels. The blast left me extensively injured and I had to be kept in induced coma. Every day, my family was living with that pain of uncertainty as I was struggling between life and death. After 23 days of being in coma, I opened my eyes. Unfortunately, I could not even recognize my family members who were watching my excruciating pain and were my only support system. That was the effect and the trauma inflicted on me. I had lost my memory, but that's not the all. My body sustained nearly 20% burns, some of my muscles were scooped, few of my bones got crushed, some bones got dissolved. I suffer from tinnitus, partial loss of hearing, my eardrums are damaged, resulting a pressure leak from my inner ear, which may cost me hearing loss in future. I still have many sharpeners, metal sharpeners, embedded in my body, with the one in my eye orbit. There's a fear that it could cost me my vision. To overcome the blast injuries, I had to undergo 22 surgeries, and few more may follow going ahead. The list is too long for me to mention. The trauma and its effects live with me every moment. Fortunately, being more determined than most others, I decided to assist those who did not have the confidence to celebrate life. This is the reason why I wrote a book named Unbroken, which illustrates how strong we have been created by God and how weak we tend to behave in difficult situations. My sufferings could be lesser or more, or could be different from many other victims of such circumstances. But one thing which remains common among all of us is the pain. We, as victims of terrorism, often struggle to have our voices heard. The fear of being forgotten and the fright of the sufferings going unnoticed. I believe our stories are powerful tools. Our experiences must be shared with the people to guide them to respect humanity and togetherness, and in turn, to achieve peaceful society, promote harmony, tolerance, and brotherhood. This in memoriam is convened to commemorate the victims of terrorism. It is the primary responsibility of the member states to support the victims of terrorism, to uphold and protect their rights, to help them recover from trauma, to fulfill their immediate and long-term requirements. Excellencies, to have this more prudent on the system, on behalf of the martyred victims, their families, and the surviving victims of terrorism, I request and appeal to the representatives of the member states, the distinguished dignitaries, and other authorities to accord the victims of terrorism with the same benefits as provided to the national security forces. It would truly help the victims of terrorism to cope with their difficulties, would help them to recover from physical, psychological, social, or financial hardships. I conclude while reiterating that we are the victims of an attack on humanity. It is a mission for peace, normalcy, and tranquility. It is my appeal to all the representatives of the states to ensure that there is no safe haven provided to any kind of terrorism whatsoever. Being a prominent member and members and authorities, being a prominent member of the society.
So victims of global terror attacks speaking at